Good morning, CC families. This is Mrs. Shannon with Cycle 3, Week 22. We're almost to the end of the year. It's insane. We're going to start with English today. So I've shared in my other videos, I've made these books for each of my kids because I like them to have some writing practice. I have the littles, so 4, 5, and some 6-year-olds. And so depending on their level, some of them can just write out. We're talking about phrase today. Some people can write that. Some people need some help from their parents. So I can help them, or their parents can help them as they need. So we're talking about a phrase, and as they write that, we are going to learn a song to the tune of John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. It's really fun because if you're familiar with that, we're gonna start out normal, and we're gonna get a little quieter and quieter, but say the last part really loud. So it goes like this. A phrase is a group of words that does not contain both a subject and a verb, and may be used as a single part of speech. Na 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 na. A phrase is a group of words that does not contain both a subject and a verb, and may be used as a single part of speech. Na 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 na. A phrase is a group of words that does not contain both a subject and a verb, and may be used as a single part of speech. Na 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 na. And you can just keep going as many times as you want. So then I give my kids a sticker and I have them put on the front of their book. I try to relate the sticker to something that we're learning or some reviews. So I got some of these body stickers. I'll link in Amazon where I got them. But I've been using those the past few weeks just to review the body parts that we talked about first semester. So forgot to bring one with me, but I'll link below where I found them. And that is English this week. For timeline this week, I have these timeline cards that I got from the Classical Conversations bookstore. I am going to have these hidden around the room. So when they come in, they're going to go find 1 or 2, or when we get to this point, I'm going to say, go find 1 or 2 cards, bring it back to your seat, and then we are going to kind of like go through singing the song together, and I'm going to have 7 pieces of painter's tape on the wall, and as we hear each event, the kid that has the card will go put it up in the right spot. So like, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. North Atlantic, what does that start with? North N. Oh, who has that? Awesome. Can you go put that in the first spot? So they'll press it up against the painter's tape on the wall in the first spot. Again, I have 7 pieces of painter's tape that they can put these on. And then we'll keep going until all of them are in the correct order. I'm gonna try to put it towards the front of the room so you can all see them really well in the correct order. And then I am going to give them this. So I made these, I just cut strips of poster board and printed out the mini timeline cards. I'll link below where I get these, just from CC Connected. I laminated them and then put little Velcro dots that I just got from Amazon on the back so they stick. So these are in the wrong order. So I'm gonna give one of these to each kid and have them work to try to put them in the right order by looking at the big timeline cards that we just put in the right order on the wall. So I'm just doing this to kind of change it up. You could just give them the timeline cards and have them try to get them in the right order. I just wanted to put a different spin on it just to make it a little bit more fun. So then after we get them in the right order, I'm gonna have the kids come stand in front of the big timeline cards, and we're gonna go over the motions together. So first one is North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So we're just going to spell out each letter. And then the Korean War. And then an M for Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement. So we're going to cut like this for Civil Rights Movement. And then Jim and Elizabeth Elliott, so that's an E. And then we're gonna make an M and kind of circle our heart. Missionaries to Ecuador, we're gonna shake our hand like that. The Antarctic Treaty and the Vietnam War. And then US astronauts, so we're going to cross our fingers like that and go blast off. This is fun. US astronauts, and then we come down like that, walk on the moon. So that's timeline this week. For geography this week, we're talking about deserts. So I outlined them on my Trivium table map here. So we've got the Mojave Desert in blue, the Sonoran Desert in pink, the Colorado Desert in orange down here, the Painted Desert in green, and the Great Salt Lake Desert. So since we're talking about deserts and it's hot, I found these little ice cream erasers at Target. I'm gonna give the kids one, they can take them home. I like finding little things where they can take them home because it's exciting. And we're going to point to each desert as we sing a song to the tune Rise and Shine. So it goes like this. U.S. deserts, Mojave Desert, Sonoran Desert, Colorado Desert, Painted Desert, Great Salt Lake Desert, U.S. deserts. So that is geography, and you can just sing it a few times. And I like to give my kids some dry erase markers and let them color in the deserts. And then it's also a great time to review some of the other things that we've talked about so far, like, ooh, what are some of these mountains that the Painted Desert kind of comes close to, or the Great Salt Lake Desert? What are some states that these are in? Is the Colorado Desert in Colorado? That's interesting. So there's all kinds of review opportunity as you're doing geography. So that is geography this week. For math, we are talking about the commutative law for addition states. So the A plus B equals B plus A, and A times B equals B times A. So the order doesn't matter for multiplication and addition. You get the same thing. So I have this printable from Kimberly. I love her stuff. I'm gonna put it on my board and use it at home as we review this. And what I'm gonna have the kids do for this is I laminated an apple. I'm sorry. I laminated a banana and an apple. And I'm putting A on the apple and B on the banana. So I have 2 of each. And I have more than 4 kids in my class, but I'm gonna let everybody get a turn. So I'm gonna choose 4 kids first, and I'm gonna give them each one of these. And then they're gonna get in the right order. So I'm gonna have, okay, A first and then B, and then we're gonna reverse the order, B and then A. And I'm just gonna have them stand in the order with holding their apples and bananas. And then we're gonna sing the song, and as they hear the first A is gonna try to hold up their A, the first B, as they hear it in their song. So it goes like this. The commutative law for addition states A plus B equals B plus A. You get the idea. The commutative law for multiplication states A times B equals B times A. A plus B equals B plus A. A times B equals B times A. So I'll do that one more time. The commutative law for addition states A plus B equals B plus A. The commutative law for multiplication states A times B equals B times A. A plus B equals B plus A. A times B equals B times A. So you can have fun with that. Could also do silly voices if you wanted to add something else to it. So that is math. I also have this coloring page I'm gonna send home with the kids that's about the commutative law too. I'll link below where I find her coloring pages from Etsy. She makes beautiful stuff, so I love using these each week. And I usually just send them home with the kids. But so that's what we're gonna do for math this week. For Latin, we are continuing to translate John 1 through 7. And we are doing John 1:7, which is hic venit in testimonium, means this man came for a witness. So I like to, on my board, color coordinate the Latin and the English. So hick will be red and this man will be red. Wean it and came will both be green. And in testimonium and for witness will both be blue. So I've been going over this song and the motions with my class for the past, since week 12. And we're going to perform this for our end of the year ceremony for the parents. So I'm just working hard on just practicing the song and the hand motions with the kids. That's kind of all I'm doing with it. So I'll try to start at the beginning. For this week, it just looks like this. Hic wanet in testimonium. So you make like little holes for your eyes. Testimonium. This man came for a witness. Hic wanet in testimonium. This man came for a witness. So I'll try to do the whole song. Bear with me, and I'll link below where the video is that you should watch of the woman doing this, who's very, very good at it. But I'll try to start from the beginning, because this is what I would do in class. We would start from the beginning. So, in principio erat verbum, in the beginning was the word. Et verbum erat apud Deum, and the word was with God. Et Deus erat verbum, the word was God. Hoc erat in principio apud Deum, this was with God in the beginning. Omnia per ipsum facta sunt, all things were made through him. Et sine ipso factum est nihil, and without him nothing was made. Quod factum est, that was made. In ipso vita erat, in him was life. Et vita erat lux hominum, and his life was the light of men. Et lux in tenebris lucet, and the light shineth in the darkness. Et tenebrae eam non comprehenderent, and the darkness comprehended it not. Fuit homo missus Deo, there was a man sent from God. Cui nomen erat Johannes, whose name was John. Hic wanet in testimonium, this man came for a witness. So that is Latin this week. For history this week, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. We're talking about September 11th, and I remember when that happened. I'm sure you do, and I just want to be respectful to parents as more recent. And so we're just gonna, we'll say the history sentence together and listen to the song a couple times. And this is the printable I got from Kimberly that I'll have on my board. And then I'm going to give them this coloring page, and I'm actually going to give them some time to color it while we listen to the song for a few times. I don't want to do silly words or anything silly with this one. I know there's a lot of events in history that are, most events in history aren't good, or, but this one I just feel like needs a special, just respect for. So that is what I'm going to do for history. And the song I'm talking about is on Classical Conversations, it's the Classical Conversations song. So that is what I'm going to play, and I can play that in class since it's a Classical Conversations song. So that is history this week. For science this week, we are talking about the theory of intelligent design. So I have this printable from Kimberly I'm going to put on my board because I love her stuff. I think it's beautiful and use it at home. And then I have this coloring sheet that I'm also going to send home with the kids from Etsy. And I have these little fortune tellers. I have a little squirrel, a little bunny, and some other animals. I'll link below where I got these, but I made them for my kids, and I'm just gonna let them use them and sing our song as we sing it with the fortune tellers. So it's to the tune of Deep and Wide, and it goes like this. The theory of intelligent design relies on the belief that life began as a result of intention and purpose. The theory of intelligent design relies on the belief that life began as a result of intention and purpose. So that is science this week. And then for presentations, I'm going to have them talk about, since hard things have happened a lot in history and hard things happen each day in our lives, it is important to have a thankful heart because God is good and is so good to us. So I want them to share with the class 3 things that they are thankful for and why. So they have a lot of freedom with that. 3 things that they're thankful for. It could be 3 things today that they're thankful for, or just 3 things in general. And then for review, I'm going to bring Play-Doh this week and just let them listen to a few of the I'm going to pick a previous week's songs I have each week on a playlist, for each week on my computer. So I will just pick a few of the songs, and as they're playing with Play-Doh, I'll ask them some questions like, who remembers, or maybe before I play the song too, who remembers the Bay song, USA Bays, Hudson Bay, oh, who remembers, the Great Lakes, let's go over that one, just as they're playing with Play-Doh, because since I have such little ones, I like to just give them some wind down time because they're like crazy at the end. And a lot of them have siblings, little toddlers, and so just to kind of wind down, give us a little bit of time to like clean up, I feel like it works well. So that's what we're going to do for review. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great week. Thanks. Bye.